Hey everybody. So I just shot a 15-minute video and got up, turned off my phone, went up to turn off my phone, and when I was setting up the phone, somehow I hit the video, it was recording me. And then when I went to turn it on, or thought I was turning it on to record myself, I turned it off. But it's a good thing that I have such great news, and this is such a great day for me. But or I'd be a little annoyed. I'm annoyed, like duh. But I'm only annoyed at myself, of course. So hi, my name's Grant. I'm 56, and today I am 6 months sober. Yay! It's awesome, right? It's fantastic. It's so incredible. I'm wearing a different shirt for once. I thought, hey, I'm not going to just keep on the same old work t-shirt and be so blah. And I thought I would dress it up a bit. And I thought I would come upstairs where all the rest of the people in the world are and sit up here. And today, usually I just wing it on my videos, but today I decided to actually jot down my notes in a Word document so I don't miss anything, because this is such a big thing. 6 months sober. It's incredible. It's a lot of people really wish they could get to this point, and it's tough, depending on what level you're at for drinking, taking drugs. It's depending on what your addiction is, right? For me, alcohol, when I don't drink it, a couple days later, I'm fine, right? But I still crave it because of situations and stuff. But anyways, 6 months sober today, June 25th, 2021. Yeah. So I want to get right into the video, and I'm going to be looking up and down because I'm going to be looking at what I have jotted down here. I don't want to miss anything. I still can't believe I shot that video. Oh my God. Duh. Okay. Lessons learned on being 6 months sober. Number one is I can do it. And I said to my wife this morning, first thing, showed her my I Am Sober app on my phone, 6 months sober. She said, well, I know you can do it. Oh, that's great. She's happy for me, but she's not really excited because I did it in 2019. I went a whole year without drinking. Excuse me. And that was awesome. But so here I am again, 2020, I had drinks. I didn't really have a solid plan in place in 2019 after the year. I just said I wasn't going to drink that year, and then I didn't. And then I had drinks throughout 2020, not a lot. And then I decided Christmas last year that's it. I'm done. I can't do this. So here I am again, 6 months in. So I can do it. Number two, it's easy and hard all at the same time. Some days you might feel like, I don't know why I ever drank. It doesn't appeal to me. And there's going to be other days where you're thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get through this day without having a drink? Whether it be stress, maybe you're at the lake having fun with friends and family, whatever triggers you have for drinking alcohol. But just know that you just have to focus on that day. Once you get through that day, you're okay. Sometimes you just have to get through an hour, and your whole thought and your emotions, your feelings will change. Put yourself out of those situations that are making you feel like that, right? So some days for me are easy and hard. Sometimes both in the same day, sometimes different days. Number three, some friends won't have anything to do with you after a while, and that's okay. Now, this stems back to 2019 because I didn't go a whole year, and that was the first time I went that long without drinking, and I noticed that some of my friends that are just drinking buddies lost them, and thought about that a lot in this 6 months, and if it hadn't happened in 2019, it definitely would have happened this time. And, aside from Facebook, I don't have a clue what the hell they're doing with their lives, and that's okay. Some people, it's just different chapters of your life. You have to, there's always good and bad in everybody's. I'm going to philosophize, In life, in life, this is how I think of it. Good things and bad things will happen to you. It's just the way it is, right? You have, how do I word this? You just have to appreciate the good times and learn from the bad times and just realize that that's the whole part of the journey. And the bad times, depending on how you deal with them in your head, it doesn't take away from how bad they are, but it might help you get through them and learn from them and keep going. Yeah, so I'm done philosophizing. Next, you might pick up other habits to cope with not drinking. That I can attest to. I snack almost every night, and I have thumbs up, but I hate it. It's something I need to deal with, but we'll talk about that later in this video. You might do something else. You might start smoking. You might. Actually, speaking of smoking, when I was 16, I smoked cigarettes till I was about 21 or 22. I forget now. It's been so long. And when I quit, what I did was every time I wanted to have a smoke, I'd have a coffee. So I traded one bad habit for another. I'm not saying you should trade one bad habit for another, but maybe another habit. You're going to pick up habits. That's the way we are. I don't know why, but some people are really good at it. They just have. I have a really good friend, and we went for coffee last week, and we were talking about these things, not drinking. He hasn't drank since he was in university, and he's almost my age. And he just said to me, one of the things he said to me in the conversation last week was, just do it. We're talking about exercising, eating, not drinking, whatever. Just do it. And for him, that's just the way he does it. He just does it. He's all, he focuses in on what he needs to do, and he just thinks about himself, and he does it. Okay? Easier for some, not so much for others. Next up, 6 months is not that long once you have a few months in. The first, everybody's different, but let's say the first 2 months, a little harder, because you have those habits ingrained in you and for years and years and years. And this doesn't mean after 2 months they're gone, because they're not. You still have habits. You'll have habits 2 years later. You'll be somewhere at the beach bar for some reason. You're sitting there. I don't know why if you don't drink, but there you are. And now you're craving a margarita or something. Well, it's just habit, right? But 2 months seems like a long time. But then all of a sudden you get to 3 months, 4 months. Holy shit. 5 months. Wow, I can do this. And then now look, I'm at 6 months. You can be too. Next up, waking up sober feels incredible. I love waking up and not having a hangover, a headache, or sick, or ruining a whole day on the weekend. Not much else to say about that. Waking up sober feels great. Next up, you do save a bit of money. Think about how much it costs to drink. Here locally, if I go to a bar and have a domestic beer, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pay about $6.50 to $8 right now. What? That is ridiculous. So just by default, you're going to spend less money. You might not save it technically, but you're going to spend less. You might spend it somewhere else, but if you want to, maybe you could. Maybe you just won't go further into debt if you put a lot of your alcohol purchases on credit or whatever, but I do notice a difference that way. Lastly, for lessons learned, losing weight and or getting in shape is much easier when not drinking, especially if you're older like me. I'm 56, like I said. Now, I am snacking every night, and so I haven't lost a lot of weight in the last 6 months, but previous 2019, I lost 25 pounds in a couple of months when I quit drinking, quit coffee, and I wasn't snacking at night back then. For some reason, I was able to give up all of those things, but this time, I don't know. We'll talk about that a bit more later, but it's just, and as you get older, it's harder to change your body composition and lose weight. And energy is, you have to do whatever you can to get yourself some energy as you get older. It might sound like a sad sack, but it's true. And some people are worse than others. I'm actually pretty good. I do have a lot of energy, but I also put too much on my plate. And that's what and I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about lists of things to do. And, I got too much going on and I need to cut back on that. I've been researching a bit on minimalism and simple lifestyles, and that really appeals to me right now. And I know my wife won't be on board unless she sees me doing it and she sees how incredible I feel when I'm doing it. My son, there's no way in hell we're getting rid of his toys or anything. But yeah, anyways, I kind of lost track. I'm sorry. So those are lessons learned. Would I change anything? Tough question. In the last 6 months, would I change anything? I probably wouldn't snack every night, but I don't think so, because I tried to be sober and I was sober for 6 months. So we'll talk a bit more about snacking and stuff after, though, but I don't know. I don't think so. And considering the state of the world right now, it's, where are we? June 2021, and health restrictions worldwide are starting to ease up a bit because of the COVID pandemic. And what can you do? I can't, a while ago I couldn't go to the next province in Canada. Some stores were closed, movie theaters were closed. You couldn't do anything, right? Why am I saying that? I don't know. I'm losing track here. I think I really wish I could have had that first video shot. Lastly, would I change anything? I'm sorry. Yeah, I would. If I could change something previous to this 6 months, it would be to have quit drinking when I was 30. By the time I was 30, I would have had 26 years of, who knows, just growing in life by leaps and bounds. I don't know if I want to take away the drinking from when I was a teen or in my 20s. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of good friends, drinking friends, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of good memories, a lot of bad things too that I think back on, oh my God, I got to think about the present. So that's the only thing I would change previous to the 6 months. This 6 months, I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to drink, and I didn't. So it was great. What's next? One day at a time, and continue to be sober. As everyone knows, you have to really, not everybody knows, I guess, you have to really focus on the day. A lot of people get ahead of themselves thinking about the future, dwelling on the past, being depressed. The future brings anxiety. But a lot of people that can focus on the present, can deal with things better, can just feel happier. And that's what I've been experiencing lately. I'm really trying to hone in on just appreciating the day. So one day at a time. Next, what's next? I'm looking for a new hobby or two. Something that's solely for me. I do things with my son, I do things with my wife, I do things with both. I want something that's just for me. I do some woodworking, but now my son wants me to show him some stuff. So that's not just going to be mine. It'll be ours, which is great. But someday he'll be grown up and gone, and then I'll be depressed about that. But I want something just for me. I need to find out what will make me happy, especially now that I'm approaching retirement in a few years. I really need to discover that and start working towards that and, do that. Lastly, for what's next, I need to deal with the snacking at night. I snack almost every night. Chips, popcorn, whatever. The odd time I won't have a snack, or I might have sunflower seeds, which is no carbs, tons of sodium, but no carbs at least, which is good for my makeup. But that's what I'm dealing on next. Tonight, Friday, June 25th, 2021, no snacks. My wife's home at after 7 from work, and I won't be snacking. I'm going to pick one day a week where I do have snacks, but that's going to be a floating day. At the beginning of the week, every week on a Sunday, I'm going to look ahead and see, okay, it might be Wednesday or it might be Friday. We enjoy movie nights at home. We spend a lot of time at home, and I want that night to be the night I have snacks. And the snacks will be, sometimes will be healthier. I'll have a veggie platter with some dip. It's much better than a big bag of family-sized barbecue chips or whatever I've been known to devour. But I think that if I can get when I get that under control, my weight will get to a place where it should be. My belly, I want my belly gone. I hate it. I'm embarrassed of it. I don't want to go swimming because I just don't like the way I look. And it's just over the last 5 or 6 years I've gained this belly, and now I need to deal with it and get it gone. But that's it. So 6 months of being sober is awesome. I highly recommend it. And whether it's from alcohol or drugs, whatever you're doing, you have to try. If you don't try, you won't be able to do it, right? It only makes sense. One thing I wanted to talk about, or just mention at the end here, is that, and this isn't on here, is that I watch a lot of these videos myself on YouTube, where I watch guys and gals that are not drinking and dealing with their lives and posting on YouTube for their own accountability, which is what I do. It's my account. I do it for my 2 reasons: accountability, and maybe there's something that I know or that I'm doing that can actually help someone. Because that's what I get from when I watch other YouTubers that are on the same journey or similar journey. So I hope that I've been able to help someone, whether it's just one comment, I don't have an example, but I've made lots of comments, so you pick one. I really hope that I'm able to help some people. I hope I'm able to help more than one person. I think that's a real gift. I know that there's some people that are they're born to help, and they're born to talk and, do what they can to help others. Tony Robbins, different stuff, but more motivational and goal setting. Or no, maybe it's not different, because it's be alcohol too, but at a whole different level, that's for sure. But that's just years of practice, right? That's years of talking to people and learning. And I'm just starting this journey myself, and trying to help others, and just offering what I can just to share, because I'm hoping that my small little life in some way is somewhat influential for someone, that can just help someone. But anyways, I just wanted to say that. And that's it. 6 months sober, pretty awesome. I am going to say bye for now. If you haven't, please like the video. If you're not a subscriber, why aren't you a subscriber? And before I go, sometime in July this year, I'm going to start posting once a week. I know now it's random, and I don't know if that works the best. I want it to be so that if anybody who enjoys my content knows that every Wednesday morning or every Saturday morning there's going to be a video uploaded. So I'm not sure when I'm going to start that. Probably not for probably mid-July. And it'll probably be on a Saturday or Sunday morning, local here. And just so that you can. There's more. You know when you can count on seeing me, and yeah, maybe we can chat sometime. Maybe I'll do a live sometime. Who knows? But for now, take care. I wish you all the luck, all the best luck in the world, and you can do it. I know you can. And I will be back soon. See ya.